Number 6 definitely has to be the expeditions. The only reason you need to do it is most likely the weekly, and it's just boring. Maybe it is interesting for people that are interested in PvP, but you have no interest time-wise doing it on heroic or on mythic, and on normal it is just a chore. It's really just annoying. You are just spamming random buttons. You don't even have to do your rotation properly to kill those rare powerful monsters. I think they're calling it powerful foe on the map. There, in my opinion, there's just no reason to do them whatsoever, and even the weekly is just so annoying that yeah, I will most likely skip it and instead do, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 more mythic dungeons instead of this garbage, because it's basically just it's a life sponge. You just put in deeps, and you have nothing that you need to care about, really nothing. As a tank, or if you have a healer in your group, then you just pull everything together, the most amount that you can get, bomb everything down, and that's basically it. With no real threat to anything. And obviously I'm choosing normal because the rewards that you get for heroic or for mythic are just not reasonable good enough. 75 more artifact power, that's nothing. That's seriously nothing. In my opinion, there is, if you would double them, so from 150 to 300, and I don't know, like 600 on mythic and something like this, so that you actually, because first of all you need to have 3 people that are interested in doing so, and as I said, you're not getting really rewarded. You get double the amount only of the normal expedition. That's it. The only stuff you get, so Azurite, you do 2 normal ones or 1 mythic one, you have the same stuff, and it basically takes the same time as well. I really don't understand yeah, how this can be any fun for anyone. I might be wrong, because people have said that they enjoyed it, and yeah, but I don't really get it. Yeah, another bug, by the way. My water elemental is right now. You see him even bumping. Yeah, let's see like this. Let's make a water elemental bumping here. So, as I said, no effort whatsoever to kill those things now. So, look at this. He is doing a AoE frontal cleave whilst no one is around. And no, this monk here over there wasn't around there. He was too far. He was in the reach from the left hand side crocodile, but the right hand side crocodile, there was nothing. But yeah, as I said, and there's nothing. Look at this. I'm just spamming ice lands and I'm killing them basically, which is really bad as a frost mage. You should never spam ice lands like I was doing. That was just showing off that it is just stupid how this system works in the first place. So I don't know. Is someone having fun doing this? Is this fun? This is just basically China MMO farming for no reason. In my opinion, there's no reason to do so. So bam, and he is dead. Let me actually find one of those powerful foes and show you how powerful they are. I think that's one. Yeah, Maya Woods Trampler, that's an elite. Yeah, there's another one. So this one is elite. Let's see how long he will last. I hope the others are not going to come near there. But right now I'm still doing the solo DPS. Oh, okay, I could have avoided this, but anyway. Oh, is this the alliance? I have no idea. Anyway, even if this one of those is the alliance, look at this, and he is dead. No challenge, no, I didn't even get hit. Look at my HP. I didn't get hit once. He didn't even. I mean, of course, it's Frost Mage, and they are. Oh, there's actually. Oh no, that's not an alliance player. I just assumed because he was running so fast away. No, okay. That was one of the AI things. As I said, it's just boring. It's just you're just basically farming monsters for reasons. I know it is the least difficult of all the stuff that you can do, but as I said, there is no reason to do the higher ones in the first place, because this is so easy that you can do it like 3 or 4 times and you get your weekly done, and that's basically it. And I don't know how people can have fun about with this. But yeah, maybe I have no idea. I really, maybe I'm just, because I'm a mythic raider and stuff, and I know how my rotation works and how my class works, look at this, he's doing the AoE cleave again. Why does he do this? I'm not even close. There's no reason why he is doing and I thought it was enhanced AI, and I know that they only talked about the enhanced AI on the side of the alliance players that they are doing there, but yeah, no. Sorry, no. I really don't. Oh, they are actually dead. My oh, look at this. This is elite again. This will give me quite a challenge, right? Yes, it hit me once. That's the challenge you get here. Yeah, as I said, I really don't see what the island expeditions are about. I am not going to drag you through the entire thing and just hearing B complain and complain and complain about. I just want to yeah, put it on the list because in my opinion they are boring as hell. You basically just have a yeah, I mean, you can have a training dummy. This is as hard as a training dummy in Orgrimmar. Yes, the training dummy is running towards you, but he is dead before he actually is going to be a threat. Obviously, as a melee, they might have a threat in the first place because you have to be a melee. But usually you have either high enough avoidance so that you're not getting hit as often, or yeah, as a warrior, DK, or paladin, you have actually played so that you're reducing the damage they deal to you in the first place. But as I said, you can see there's no challenge at all. And this is the same for Mythic. This is not like there's going to be something different in Mythic or so. No, it's the same challenge in Mythic as well. At least with the NPCs. The obviously the alliance players will come more often for you, and maybe the PvP stuff is maybe fun. But as I mentioned already in the video, I am a yeah, PvE player fully, and yeah, I don't really understand it. So this is why it has made it onto my number 6. And yeah, let's go to number 5. Number 5 on the list of my personal hated features of BFA is definitely the Azurite armor. I have a couple of issues with it, and yeah, the first one is definitely that they are most of the times passives, and yeah, this doesn't enhance your gameplay. You just do the same rotation anyway, and usually, I mean, let's be honest here. What did Azurite armor replace? They replaced the tier armor, so the set armors that sometimes changed your playstyle drastically, and sometimes just changed your rotation, and sometimes just did nothing. But most of the times, actually, it changed something in your gameplay. And yeah, but unfortunately we got yeah, further stripped down on our ability to yeah, learn some stuff about our own class, and yeah, we have to, like, I don't know, every 3 months or something, learn a new rotation or alter our rotation a little bit and stuff like this, which is keeping stuff interesting. But currently it's yeah, most of the Azurite stuff is passives, and yeah, it's just annoying as hell. Another issue that I have already mentioned this in my review of the Q&A from Ian Hazikostas and the other guy. I have no clue what's his name is. The moderator guy. Yeah, anyway, I've already mentioned it, that I don't like it, that I feel a little bit lower in power after I've put on something that has, for example, a better item level than before. What do I mean by this? So for the people that haven't seen my review, well, before I had the hat that I am wearing right now, I had this one here. And let me put this on, just so that I can show you what I mean with, what I mean right now. So first I had this one and then this one, and before I actually got to level Azeroth level 20, I was getting a new hat already, which is obvious for a Mythic Raider. It's quite easy to get through the Mythic Zeros, and yeah, I have done them 2 times now, all of them, and yeah, it's just the way it goes. Anyway, that's not, I don't want to brag here or something, it's just going to make my point. So yeah, I have 2 traits on my current 325 one, and now I'm getting a better one and I can only choose 1 trait, and this is the issue that I have with it. Obviously, if I compare it to the item that I have right now, it is increasing my intellect. Let's ignore the armor. It's increasing my intellect by 54 and my stamina by 104. So it makes me basically more powerful, that's right. But I am getting rid of the Eldritch warding here, and that's altered a little bit the usage of my ice barrier. So usually I have the ice barrier, the uptime like 24/7 anyway, but this gave me enough of an instant to actually have it definitely up 24/7, just because I am making the healer's life easier. Now that I have a new one, I can't even choose a second one. So let's assume that the second what is it, trait on this one here would be the same, or I don't know, the third trait. I don't really know how the system entirely works, because I hate it. I just look it up what's best on Google, and that's basically how I do it. But let's assume this one here is the barrier as well. So I would feel weaker currently, even though I've put on something better. And I know that already the 104, what was it? 104, right? Wasn't it? Where's the helmet now? There we go. Yeah, it was 104 stamina. And I know that the 104 stamina most likely is already out-gearing, quote-unquote, the passive of the 5,000 additional damage that the barrier could absorb. I understand this, but still it feels like a downgrade in the first place. And in my opinion, there is such an easy solution for this. Have all the Azurite armor that you can put on, except for the leveling ones. So as soon as you hit level 120, all the Azurite armors will have the same requirements to unlock the different kind of circles. So the first circle has to be, I'm just making up numbers now, so this is something for the Blizzard staff to figure out themselves. But as I said, this is just something that I'm making up right now. So the first trait is going to be at level 11. So this one here, the Secrets of the Deep, the first circle of the blue item would be level 11 as well. So this one here, the mythic one with the four ones, would be the Outer Ring 11. The second one would be level 15. So this one here would be level 15. As well as the Eldritch warding on this one would be level 15. And then the third one would be level 20. So this one here is 20, as well as the Azurite trait that is here unlocked at Heart of Azeroth level 20 that I didn't unlock for obvious reasons, because my Heart of Azeroth is still level 16, would then be level 20 as well. And on the mythic item, additionally, because it is more powerful than this item currently here, it's, I don't know, let's say level 25, like it is right now. Why isn't that so? Why does this one feel a little bit more powerful, or why does this one, the better question is actually basically why does this one feel less powerful or less of an upgrade than it could be? I have no idea why that is. I seriously can't tell you why they have done it like this. Especially, if I am correct, let me look this up. In Uldir, we will have this even worse. Where is it? There we go. 16, 19. Let's look at this. Yeah, so it's even going to be worse. Although the highest level is still level 25, and I don't get it. This one here is 15 item levels better than my current one. This one here, where is it? This one here is 15 items level worse than the one that I have. So you see, if you take a look at the fourth Heart of Azurite, or the fourth trait that I can unlock on my mythic gear, is level 25. Why is it 25 here as well? Did they realize the mistake that they have made and actually implemented my system just for the raid tiers? I don't know. I really don't know. But it's just, I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, it feels like not a real good upgrade anymore, and they should definitely get rid of it. Another point that I want to make is that Azurite, there we go. I have another helmet or shoulder. I don't really know anymore. Where it is actually counterintuitive to your gameplay. So for example, the one that I'm going to show you here, this one here, that's the one that I wanted to show you. Your spells and abilities have a chance to create a surging droplet nearby. Collecting it increases your primary stat by 166 for 18 seconds. And then there's a chance to have a special void droplet drop, but that's not the part of the point that I want to make. So as a frost mage, or in my opinion, as all casters, you just want to stand there and you want to use your abilities. Now, with this trait, it is counterintuitive to your regular stuff that you want to do. Because it will, so the helmet will drop, like, let's say it drops a droplet over there. So now, instead of going on with my rotation and stuff like this, it alters my gameplay, and not in a good way. So I'm not talking about stuff where you have to alter your rotation or something. No, it actually interrupts my DPSing, just so that I need to run over here and then you take it and then use it. So usually what I would do, or what you should do, is then cast until, if the best possibility that you could get is that you get a flurry proc as well as 2 Icelands procs. That's the maximum for the guys who don't know what how the frost mage works, and then run over there and then basically use it, and then use your procs with your droplet over there. But the movement from here to there is just, you're doing nothing, and now you can start casting again. And as I said, this is counterintuitive to what you are supposed to be doing in the first place. It gets even worse, because in a raid scenario, you sometimes can't move over there. Let's say, and I had this in dungeons already plenty of times, that there's a puddle of goo here. Then your trait that you have picked on your Azurite gear is total garbage, because moving over there means, first of all, you have to use your ice barrier, which should be up 24/7 anyway, but which is then most likely going to drain a little bit of your health as well, just to get a droplet. But the droplet is obviously going to empower you, so you actually want to get it. Or what else can you do? You can maybe blink through it, but if you're not hitting your blink on point, so I don't know, you just saw that I blinked like over here, and the droplet is over here, you might even not get it, and you have just wasted your 2 of your blinks and stuff like this. It's just, as I said, it just makes no sense to me, and in my opinion, it's definitely counterintuitive to what you're supposed to be doing, and that's why the Azurite armor has made it to my top 5 of the most hated features of BFA. Number 4 on my list definitely has to be the response time of high populated servers, especially Draenor on EU, and as far as I know, because I don't live over there and I don't play over there, it's as bad with Illidan on the US side. Yeah. The first thing I want to show you is the ignorance about the side of Blizzard. It's just incredible how, what kind of people are working there in the first place. So you see, this is the 15th of November on 2017. So by the way, we right now have August 2018. And it's still not fixed. It's still the same, and I can confirm that it has gone over 1.5 years now, just by confirming it myself. So I know, and I have actually played on this server for so long. So it is at least 1.5 years, and my research showed that it should be actually more than 2 years now, that it hasn't changed for the server. And yeah, the response from the stuff that the response time on Draenor is properly. So by the way, the question is going to be here, that latency issue with auction house, guild bank, world quest, etc. The biggest issue actually is the auction house. The guild bank is quite bad as well, so if you want to get something out and in of this, it is horrible. The world quests are not as big of an issue because of add-ons that you can switch and stuff, but even sometimes interacting with NPCs can be taking as long as interacting with the auction house guy currently. So yeah, so he was just raising that concern, and then one of the I assume game masters, customer service, I don't know if he's a game master, but he definitely has access to the game. Obviously he's working at Blizzard, most likely he is into World of Warcraft himself. But anyway, his response is, "Hey guys, I tested this myself and found no issues. Are you using any auction house add-ons? If not, and the issue is constant, please report it as a bug in-game." That's just so insulting, this one. So first of all, there are two issues that I have with this. First of all, that he has found no issues, and my my thinking is the same as Puri's. If you truly want to test it, you should do it more close to 19 to 21 in-game time rather than morning when there is no one around. So I don't know, he has posted it on 8:37, so I assume that he has just tested it at in 8 in the morning in the week. So there is no one online, obviously, in the first place. And even on Saturdays and Sundays, you are not going to find as many players, obviously, as like 7 p.m. weekend or weekday. It doesn't really matter. Then the second, and this is even more insulting in my opinion, are you using any auction house add-ons? Obviously, we have to use auction house add-ons because your auction house GUI, which stands for graphical user interface for the people who don't know, is horrendous. The options that you give me are just not the ones that we in real life need in the first place. So let's take, for example, so first of all, let's tackle the response time. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to count myself. I know it's not going to be 100% accurate, but you get the idea anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 seconds to open the auction house. And look at this, we have 3 p.m. This is getting worse by the hour. You can almost add 3 to 4 seconds per hour going towards 21, so 9 p.m. It is getting obviously lower and lower once the population declines. So from like 11 p.m. It is going to be lower and lower and lower afterwards. But how can this not be an issue? look at this. He says, I have found no issues. I mean, if you think that almost 15 seconds of response time from an auction house is not an issue, then you are fine. Especially, this is not just opening the auction house. If this would be the only issue, so opening the auction house and you would be done, everything would be fine. But actually, every single time you want to buy something, every single auction that you are going to buy, or every single auction that you are going to post, takes the same amount of time. And given the fact that you are a raider, for example, you have to interact with the auction house regularly. And not everyone has the opportunity to log in, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 a.m. to actually have a proper response time of the auction house, because they have to work. And I guess the majority of the people that are playing World of Warcraft have to work or go to school. So once they are at home, let's say for children that go to school, they are at home at like 14 or 15. You see, it's at 14 and almost 15 o'clock, it's already horrendously slow. Anyway, that's not just the only issue that I have with it. As I said, you want to sometimes buy something from the auction house. So let's scan the auction house. Yeah, we're still searching. There we go. I don't know how long this took because I wasn't counting, but I'd say 15 seconds again. Just for scanning, you aren't done yet. So you already have wasted 30 seconds just to opening the auction house and look for the stuff that you were after. Now you have to issue, do you want to buy it? As you can see, you want they only have ones here. Maybe there will be 20 stacks of 20 as well. They could be more they could be cheaper, or actually they could be yeah, worse, so that you have to spend more gold on a 20 stack than actually being able to just buy 20 times 1 stacks. And this is another issue. So I just talked about the GUI, so the graphical user interface. If you want to buy a stack of runes now, you can't do this with the with this add-on here, with this basic UI here. The level range is not going to help you because it will always show the level 120 augmented runes. The rarity, it's always blue, so you can't change it either. So you can't find the 20 stacks. I mean, I want to have an easy way of just saying only, I don't know, like a tick box or something, only show me full stacks or something like this. Or show me, like you have a field where you can type in, only show me stuff that is, I don't know, 5 stacks or something. No option whatsoever. And he is asking us if we are using auction house add-ons. Obviously, because I don't know, is anyone on the entire planet actually buying their potions in 1 stacks with this slow? Just imagine you have to buy, let's say 20 potions for the raid night. I think 20 is quite reasonable for the regular guys. So for the mythic guys it's way more, obviously, but let's say 20 potions are the ones that you go for. So I'm not going to do math on quote-to-quote stream or on recording, so I'm going to show you what I mean. So opening the auction house is 15 seconds. Searching for it in the first place is another plus 15 seconds. So we are already at 30 seconds. Let's remove this and keep the 30 in our head. Now we want to buy 20 times the potion that you need. So 20 times 15. Because you need to buy it, and buying takes the same amount as opening the auction house. So we are at 300 plus the 30 that we already kept in our head. So we have there 330 seconds that you actually need to buy 20 potions only. And let's divide this by 60. This means we need 5.5 minutes to buy 20 potions. And as I said, I know that there are 20 stacks on the auction house, but with the auction house that they have provided here, you cannot do this. And I mean, this is only one time. So let's say that you are raiding 3 times a week and you need the same amount. And you're always going to, I mean, this is your own fault, but you could do it anyway. You have to spend 3 times the amount. So this means that 16.5 minutes are already gone just standing on the auction house. Doesn't sound much, but as I said, just think about it. You have to buy flasks. You want to sell some stuff. You want to buy the augmented runes. You want to buy the inscription thing that is increasing your versatility. I don't know if it still exists in BFA, but you know, so you need to buy plenty of items. Let me actually change this to ConvitLog because the trade channel is usually quite toxic. You have to spend like half an hour per week of your game time, and especially if you are working, that is basically your free time that you're spending here at the auction house, because it is slow as hell and it is just so insulting to see something like this. I know Ian Hasekostas has said that they are going to make alterations to the auction house, but in my opinion those changes are just bullshit, and I mean plain bullshit. They are going to raise the fee that you have to spend on crafting reagents only if you put them on with 1 stacks. That's going to decrease the amount of items that we need to scan, and it will help slightly, but the majority of the issue is that so many people are trying to access the auction house at the same time. And there are solutions out there that you could use to spread the task. So instead of having like 1 server responding to, like, let's say 10,000 people at once that are using the auction house, you could have like a mirrored server, or like 2 or 3 mirrored server instead. Obviously, this will take a little bit of your money, Blizzard. But then the response will, so I don't know, player number 1 is going to access a server that is number 1, which is, as I said, the mirror to server 2 and to server 3. Then player number 2 is interacting with server number 2, and player number 3 is interacting with server number 3, and so on. So you're already reducing the amount of load that 1 server has to handle in the first place. That's just one option that is out there that Blizzard could do and could use to actually reduce the amount of time that we have to spend. But I don't know, I just think it's horrible that Blizzard is not taking any anything into account this, and as I said, I just find it so insulting, the post that this guy has made here. It's just horrible. Anyway, this is why it has made to my top number 4, and let's go on with the top 3.